It's an absolute pleasure and delight to be here with all of you today, the United Nations International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies. And it's something that we need to immediately protect and save ourselves from.
Air pollution has been identified by World Health Organization as the single most considerable environmental health risks, with 92% of the world population living in places where air pollution levels exceed safe limits.
Air pollution from outside and inside sources contributed to deaths of 1.19 million people in 2010. So, every cases we found that those who are more poorer, they become more victim towards any such climatic changes. So the poorest 10% of the Indians face a risk of dying from air pollution. It's 9 times higher than the richest 10%.
Small measures, and then if I take a small measure or small contribute in a small way to reduce air pollution, will I be able to measure that my small contribution for reducing air pollution? But when we come to the demand side, where the consumption is happening, as an individual I consume a lot. The question here is, do I have a right to consume and only to consume, or do I have a duty to conserve while I am consuming?
Any educational institution in the winter, a common sight is a lot of students are absent. And the common complaint is a lot of children are asthmatic. Asthma is common. Today, when you are in school, it's a common thing. Everybody notices there are so many children who cannot come regularly to school because asthma has become a common problem.
Just blindly appreciating the development which have already caused a lot of climate change and a lot of damage to the environment, perhaps that will not solve the problem but aggravate the problem. Rather, if we go back to those people who have generationally and traditionally maintained and contributed to the clean environment and learn from them, that may be less than optimal, less economic, but more sustainable.
We need individual responsibilities, but at the same time, we also know that only 100%, just 100% companies are responsible for the 71% greenhouse gas emissions. So we also need to make them accountable for all these crises which we are in.
I would suggest you to look at different such failures, and there is a great opportunity to work on waste. When you address the issue of waste, you create better air quality. When you work on sustainable mobility, you create better air quality.
You as the youth are in charge. You can create meaningful conversation around this subject only when you have empowered yourself with data and evidence. And when you start creating those conversations, you can demand for clean air. And only then policy change will happen.
I will advise all the youth, all the young students to focus on what is within my ambit instead of talking about others. What I can do, what effect I can, and focus on the consumption side, on domestic consumption side, on mass consumption side. I think we'll achieve our target.